My beloved child. I see you. I know your heart, the silent tears, the weight you carry, the doubts that haunt you when no one is watching. Yet I tell you this, you are not alone. Not even for a second. In your quietest battles, my arms are already open. I'm right here, closer than your breath, ready to hold you, to calm your fears, and to whisper peace into your soul. I have not called you to carry life's burdens alone. I have designed you for communion with me, for relationship, not religion, for connection, not performance. Let this be a moment of surrender. Not in shame or defeat, but in full trust. Let your heart rest in mine. My child, your faith is not about how strong you are, but how much you're willing to lean on my strength. The world tells you to be self-sufficient, but I say, come to me. I long for your attention not because I need anything from you, but because I treasure your heart. Each time you seek me, you will find me. And when you find me, you will find peace this world cannot offer. Yes, I see the burdens you've carried alone for too long. I see the prayers you've whispered in the dark, the times you questioned, God, do you still care? My answer is unwavering, I have always been here. In the stillness, I will speak. In the silence, I will hold you. No failure can cancel my love, no sin can scare me away. I do not love you because of what you've done right, I love you because you are mine. My love is steadfast, unwavering, and eternal. You ask, where is my miracle? Beloved, I am working even now. You cannot yet see the full picture, but I am aligning what seems broken. Every delay is not a denial, but preparation. Every silence is a space for deeper trust. So be still. And know, I am God. I am for you. And I will never let go of your hand. This is your sacred invitation, not to strive, but to abide. I do not call you to hustle harder. I call you to come closer. Let go of performance. Lay down the pressure. Come as you are. In my presence is fullness of joy, and that joy will be your strength. Let your faith today be this simple. I don't have all the answers, but I know the one who does. And my beloved, that's enough. Beloved child. Now that your heart is still and your soul open, let me take you deeper. You were never meant to navigate this life on borrowed strength. I am not asking you to figure everything out, I'm inviting you to walk beside me, step by step, breath by breath. Not in fear, but in faith. In moments when the path feels hidden and your confidence fades, remember, I know the way forward. Even before you rise in the morning, I have already gone ahead, preparing the ground you will walk on. I clear the fog from your path, not all at once, but enough for the next faithful step. And that's all you need, just one step at a time, with me. Do not be afraid to release control. I know how much you've carried, how tightly you've held on to things just to survive. But now, I am teaching you to live, not just endure. Lay down the heavy expectations you've placed on yourself, and let me lead with gentleness. I am not rushing you. I am not impatient. I walk with compassion, and I move in perfect rhythm. There is beauty being birthed in this season, even if you don't yet see it. Growth is taking place beneath the surface. What feels like silence is a sacred preparation. I am strengthening your roots so that when the winds blow, you will not fall. You are being anchored in my truth, not in the shifting sands of this world. Every decision you've made to seek me, no matter how small, matters to me. The time you've spent in quiet prayer, the moments you whispered my name through tears, the faith you held on to when answers didn't come right away, none of it is forgotten. I collect every tear, and I hold them as treasures. I see your desire to walk in purpose, to make a difference, to love well and live with meaning. Let me remind you, you are already deeply significant. You don't need titles or applause to be seen. My eyes are on you. You matter because I made you. I breathed life into you with intention. So today, release the lie that you're behind, or that you've missed your chance. You are not late. You are not forgotten. My timing is precise. What I've planted in you will bloom at the right moment. Trust the process. Trust me. Lift your head, child. Look forward with hope. I am not just present in your struggle, I am moving through it, shaping it into something redemptive. And when you look back one day, you will see how every step was grace, every detour was mercy, and every delay was love. Now breathe. This is holy ground. I am here. My child. Now that your eyes are turning forward and your heart begins to soften, I want you to see what I see when I look at you. Not just potential, not just endurance, but the radiance of faith, flickering even in your weakest moments. You've endured storms that tried to silence your voice, but your spirit, though bruised, never let go of me. Do you realize how sacred that is? Every time you chose to believe when fear demanded otherwise, you built something eternal. Every time you gave me your silence, your aching questions, your confusion, that was worship. I never needed perfect words, I desired honesty. You've given that to me, and now, I am building a foundation beneath your feet that cannot be shaken. The world measures strength by results. I measure it by your surrender. And oh, how strong you've become, not because you've conquered every challenge, but because you've returned to me when you couldn't. You've shown me trust, not by understanding everything, but by standing firm in the mystery. Now hear me clearly, I'm calling you into something new. A season is shifting. The time of questioning will give way to revelation. But you must stay close. Not because I'll leave you, I never will, but because intimacy allows you to recognize my direction. I don't shout over noise, I whisper in stillness. When you silence the distractions, you'll hear the invitation, follow me into more. And more won't always look like the world expects. It may begin in the quiet places, in secret obedience, in hidden generosity, in forgiveness that no one witnesses but me. These small yeses are sacred seeds. Trust that I will water them. I will grow them. I will bring the harvest. There will be resistance, yes. Every great calling attracts opposition. But you are not unarmed. You carry the authority of my spirit. You wear armor fashioned in prayer and worship. You fight not for victory, but from victory, because I already won what you're still walking through. So when discouragement comes, and it will, anchor yourself in what I've spoken, not in what you see. The waves may rise, but they will not drown you. The night may stretch long, but morning is certain. Let me be your vision when clarity escapes you. Let my promises be the compass when the map disappears. I have not brought you this far to abandon you now. Your faith, however fragile it feels, is the key. It unlocks doors no man can shut. It makes room for miracles. It prepares the way for joy to return. So, walk on. My dear one. Now that your steps are moving forward in trust, let me speak into the places where unrest still lingers. Faith is not the absence of struggle, it's the presence of my peace within it. The kind of peace I give doesn't waver with the weather of your circumstances. It remains steady, like the foundation beneath a house unmoved by storms. You've seen fleeting calm before, from people, moments, or achievements, but the peace I offer isn't fleeting. It isn't earned or manufactured. It is mine to give, and I give it freely. This is the kind that remains when nothing makes sense. It silences the noise of worry and steadies the trembling hands of the weary. You don't have to chase it, it's already within reach when you rest in me. So today, lay down the thoughts that spin endlessly, trying to solve what only I can restore. You were never called to carry the weight of what's beyond your control. Let me lift that weight. Let me be the stillness in your storm and the quiet voice that steadies your soul. There will be days when shadows return, trying to convince you that you're forgotten or overlooked. But child, I've written your name on my heart. I haven't just noticed you, I delight in you. I rejoice over you with songs that the world cannot hear but your spirit has felt in whispers of comfort, in moments when peace fell softly and you didn't know why. Let that be your anchor, not what you feel, but what I have promised. Your calling doesn't require loud declarations. Sometimes, it simply asks you to remain faithful. To stay kind when it's easier to be cold. To show up when quitting feels more convenient. That quiet consistency, rooted in love, moves mountains in the unseen realm. Even now, I am parting waters on your behalf. Even when it looks like nothing is shifting, I am making a way. Keep walking. Keep your eyes lifted. Keep sowing the seeds of trust, prayer, compassion. They are not wasted. I am not slow, as some understand slowness. I am deliberate, intentional, precise. What you thought was delay was actually design. I know you've grown tired of waiting. But beloved, endurance is not punishment, it's preparation. I am shaping you into someone who can carry the blessing without being crushed by its weight. I am establishing deeper roots before revealing wider branches. So hold steady. You're closer than you think, not just to breakthrough, but to me. I've never been distant, though at times I've allowed the silence to stretch your faith. I was present in every step, drawing you deeper, firming your foundation, refining your focus. And now, even as the wind shifts, my peace stands like a shield around you. Let it be the evidence that I am near. Let your soul exhale. You're not alone. Beloved. You've waited. You've believed. You've walked through nights with no clear direction, holding on to nothing but a whisper. And now, it is time. The dawn is rising, and the light I've prepared is breaking through the shadows. Can you feel it? That quiet shift in your soul, that is not coincidence, it is confirmation. You are standing on holy ground, right where heaven begins to meet your reality. What once seemed distant is now within reach. The prayers that felt unanswered were never ignored, they were being folded into a greater story. I've been building something deeper within you, something unshakable. And now, the fruit of your hidden faithfulness is beginning to bloom. But hear me clearly, your victory is not measured by outcomes, it is revealed in your resilience. The fact that you are still here, still reaching, still hoping, that is triumph. You've overcome more than you realize. Not because everything went smoothly, but because you refused to let go of my hand when the winds raged. This next chapter will not be like the last. There is joy that won't be stolen, strength that won't diminish, and peace that can't be shaken. You are stepping into alignment, where your purpose collides with my perfect timing. The doors I am opening are ones no man can shut. The opportunities unfolding were prepared with your name etched on them from the beginning of time. Do not shrink back. Now is not the time to second-guess what I've spoken. Move with confidence, not in your ability, but in my authority. You carry my spirit, my promises, and my favor. You are not walking alone into the unknown, you are advancing with heaven behind you. When fear tries to speak, silence it with my truth. When doubt creeps in, let worship rise. And when you feel overwhelmed, return to the stillness. I will meet you there again, just like I always have. There is still more ahead, more healing, more purpose, more encounters that will transform not only your life, but the lives of those around you. You were never just being prepared for your own blessing, you've been positioned to become a blessing. So speak life. Extend grace. Move in compassion. And remember, everything I pour into you is meant to overflow. Don't hoard the hope, share it. Be the light in dark places. Be the voice of encouragement to the weary. Be the one who reminds others, you are seen. You are loved. You are not alone. As this new season begins, let your heart beat with expectancy, not fear. Let your posture be one of surrender, not striving. You were made for this moment, not by accident, but by divine design. So rise, beloved. The old has passed. The new has come. Welcome to the beginning of all I've promised.